Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Dancer's Corner, sponsored by Dancewear Corner, my favorite dance retailer. Make sure to check them out at dancewearcorner.com, and you can still use my promo code for 20% off at checkout, and that is AUTI20. That is AUTI20, baby. So today we're going to be chatting about something that is very prevalent in the news and in our society today, and that is the coronavirus. I'm not going to be giving you advice on the actual virus because I'm not a doctor, but I do want to talk about how it's affecting the dance world and maybe some advice. So right now, with how quickly the virus is spreading and, just the mass concern and panic that is going around the world, a lot of performances have just shut down. Broadway, being one of the biggest platforms out there, has just canceled and or postponed their performances. I know a lot of high school dance programs have shut down because of the school districts, and a lot of studios are actually shutting down as well. Some for X amount of time, some for an indefinite amount of time, but it's definitely sending some fear around the dance world, and especially for people who this is their way of living, their means of living. Artists who make money off of performing, people who make money off of teaching. It's definitely brought up some anxiety around the topic. So let's chat about it. I think first and foremost, the biggest cute. I think first and foremost, the biggest fear is that dancers are athletes, and so we are worried that we will get out of shape, or that we'll lose our flexibility, or if you're working on choreography, maybe just your artistry and your technique will be affected. I do think when it comes to that, we need to shift our perspective and to understand that there's so many different types of ways of staying active. A lot of different activities that help a dancer's body could be yoga, could be Pilates. It could be more of a bar method kind of a class. Try and find physical activity that doesn't require you to be around a lot of people, but that can still cater to the type of movement and range of motion that dancers have. Another thing is shifting perspective on this ability to take a break. I do think that, without getting too spiritual about it, I do think that this virus is a universal need for a pause for all of us to stop moving so quickly and to stop living at a speed that we're not present. We're glued to our phone. We're kind of missing the life that is being lived around us because we're so focused on what will be, what can be, and we lose sight of our values. So I think that this universal pause also applies to the dance world. Maybe you're someone with an injury and you need to take a break. This is your forced break, friends. This is your moment to turn inward and to listen to your body and to allow the rest and the recuperation that you likely, if you're a dancer, need. There's also the disappointment of canceled performances and canceled dance competitions. I understand that. I am in the exact same boat. I have things that have been canceled and things that I was really, really excited for that may no longer be. And honestly, I let myself feel sad, and I let myself feel the disappointment, and I just let myself be bummed about it because it sucks. At the end of the day, it sucks. You work hard for something and it doesn't happen because of something that's fully out of your control. But what I immediately shifted to was an attitude of gratitude. These dogs are just driving me nuts. An attitude of gratitude, meaning I literally said out loud multiple times everything that I'm thankful for. So instead of saying, oh, this sucks, I don't have this job anymore, or oh my gosh, what about this performance that we've all been working hard on? What about all of the choreography that I've spent hours creating? Well, you know what? Now I get to sleep in. I get to spend more time with my dogs. Now I get to have a day free to go walk by the ocean, or okay, now I can focus maybe a little bit more on this job or on this project because I have more energy to do so. This pause that is being given to us can be looked at as a negative thing or as a blessing. And dancers, I've gone through so many emotions, but I would much rather take the precautions and be safe and be healthy than put myself at risk by being in a dance studio with a ton of sweaty bodies. Everyone's barefoot. There might be partner work. You're like touching each other. It's just, it's not a safe environment in the dance studio right now for you to be around a whole bunch of people. I think just until this either lightens up or there's more clarity that is given to us, I would stay clear of your dance studio and just know that there is freedom and there's relief over this mountain that we're climbing together. Right now, it truly feels like the world is ending a little bit, and it's not. It's not, everyone. It's just a troubling time, and it's scary. And I think the biggest thing that I've been telling everyone is that social media nowadays, the media, me included, you get information at such a rapid pace, at a pace that is so rapid that your digestion of the information cannot keep up. So you're getting info faster than you can digest. And that creates overwhelm, that creates fear, and that creates anxiety. So I think during these chaotic times, take a moment to just seriously do that right now with me. Oh, that's pretty nice. Just take a deep breath, keep things in perspective. Right over this mountain is another dance competition. Right over this mountain is an entire year of dance classes. Right over this mountain is another recital. Right over this mountain is another teaching opportunity. Allow what is happening right now to be a blessing, to pause and to rest and to recuperate and to have time to reflect and give your energy to other things. But in the same breath, understand that everything that you love about dance and your art and all of that will come right back to you in abundance. It'll come back twofold. So be ready for it when all of this is over. I hope that was helpful. Again, I don't have any medical advice other than wash your hands often for about 20 seconds, I read. Make sure you don't touch your eyeballs or your mouth. And if you are someone that's still dancing, just, be cautious. Keep your distance from people and wash your hands before and after class, especially if you're touching the floor. Be conscious of holding your dance shoes in your hand, your dance shoes that have been all over the floor. So just be mindful and be kind to each other during this time. It's scary and people are freaking out. So just be a beacon of calm, a beacon of light, and take care of yourself. Our quote of the day is from Bob Proctor, and it reads, "Faith and fear both demand you to believe in something you cannot see. You choose." I love it. Thank you so much for watching, friends. I love you so much. Please take care of yourself. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay sane. If you want to be a part of my monthly newsletter with more wisdom, check out atikamal.com and sign up for the newsletter. Join us on Patreon at patreon.com/MissAti. As per usual, find me on Instagram at MissAti. Guess what? I'm Miss Ati literally everywhere in real life and on the interwebs. I love you so very much, and we'll talk soon.